It's been 32 years since the U.S. Navy pulled out of the Philippines, but as the threat of China increases, the Navy may be coming back. This year, the largest joint military drills ever held between the two nations brought more than 17,000 Philippine and U.S. soldiers together. This time, the training held its first live-fire drills at sea.
This is all about deterrence. This is all about leverage. That's very important because we fear a war could happen in Taiwan in the next 3, 4, or 5 years, if not earlier.
The exercises come at a time when China aggressively monitors nearly all of its borders, especially the South China Sea, where the Coast Guard recently intercepted a Philippine patrol in its own country's waters.
We are proceeding according to our plan book. You are reminded that China is a party of United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea.
Despite criticism from China, the long-scheduled drills also mark a warming in U.S.-Philippines relations under new President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Public opinion in the Philippines has remained in favor of strengthening the alliance.
Some Filipino, most of them, especially in the provinces with the former U.S. base was here, they're happy to have the U.S. forces again in here because they feel secure with them because we feel threatened by the Chinese.
That element of continuity is the strong preference for strong ties with the United States as far as the Philippine public is concerned and as far as the Philippine defense establishment and strategic elite is concerned. That has not gone away.
Up until its closure in 1992, the United States naval base here at Subic Bay, Philippines, was one of the largest military bases on the entire planet. It was bigger than some countries. And it shut down 30 years ago, but now it may be coming back. And that's because of a new extended defense cooperation agreement that the U.S. is signing with the Philippines to try to help counter the threat from China.
Public opinion was very clear. We need to build alliance with the United States. More than 70% of Filipinos in the survey said we need to build an alliance with the United States.
As U.S. military presence and cooperation increase in the Philippines, this partnership also extends to the Chaplain Corps.
We are working on what we call strategic religious engagement, and that is that we are building relationships with allies and partners through relationships with their Chaplain Corps. Unlike the U.S., where often we have this very distinct line of separation between church and state in the public square, in many of the countries in which we build relationships, there is not that line. Their politics, their lives, their worldview is informed by their belief system.
This exchange of knowledge and understanding is proving to be invaluable for both sides.
They're very hungry and very thirsty to learn from us, just like we're hungry and thirsty to learn from them to make sure we understand clearly the country and what they're facing and how they operate, and just seeking to learn from one another. But it was a great experience and a great time together.
These deepening ties are important as they seek to contain China's aggression less than 250 miles from Taiwan. From Manila, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.